everybody. Happy Friday to everyone. I hope everybody had a great week and a great weekend coming up. We're here to do a little how-to video tonight. How we come about doing this is that a buddy of mine come over with his Nemesis clone that he had, and like a million other people that have the Nemesis clones, have a real crappy switch into them. So he asked me, he's had this a while, he doesn't even want to use it anymore because this, as you can hear, it just sounds crunchy. It's misfires onto him and whatnot. So he asked me, like I said, if I could do anything to fix it or anything, and I can. I mean, it's a very economical fix, very simple fix, and just wanted to share it with you. And I know there's probably 100 other videos out there, but for you newbies and whatnot that are not sure what you're looking for, hopefully this will help you. And so let's get down to the nitty gritty, and we'll show you how to change this out here. And then we'll throw an addy onto it, and we'll go from there. But like I said, I mean, you hear that crunchiness, and that's just, you're getting misfires, and I'll show you why afterward. I mean, these are done, and why they're made this way. I mean, I understand it's very, very cheap, but even the upgrade onto this is still very cheap. So let's put this tube to the side here, because all we're going to be worried about is this switch. And as you can see, the switch just goes in and out, and that's where you make your contact. But as you can hear it right in there, it just starts to bind again. So how to get to that access is you're going to hold this down, and you can see you've got a thumb screw there. You're going to back that thumb screw out, and you're going to hold that down, because underneath this thumb screw there is next week we're going to be getting new pins for this also. We're going to upgrade to the copper pins. But as you can see right there, there's a little, what they call a rice pin. That works as like a key way to lock the place into lock it into position. So grab your tweezers, pull that out. Make sure you don't lose that, because if you lose it, you're going to have a hard time of trying to get that in there. I mean, to make it stay. So now with that pin out, you can release this, but just don't release it. Slowly release it, because you do have a spring underneath there. Now, you have access here, and as you can see, this is what they call for your spring. It looks like it's probably about 28 gauge wire. Pretty flimsy, and as you can see, it just flips around. I mean, you can see where it's binding. But I'll show you where you're really binding, and I still don't understand the concept of it, but, what do I know? There is another, and I guess they're going to call it a brass spring. Maybe that's where they say it's a brass spring in there. It looks like another just piece of wire, gold plated. It doesn't even look, I don't even say it's brass. So off to the side with those both. Now, to fix this here, you can buy magnets to upgrade this here, and you can either get them on eBay, where you can get them within a couple days, or you can wait a month and get them from Fastech for $2.40 for 10 of them. You weigh out your own options there. I get them from Fastech. So what they are is, they come in a little baggie like this here, and they're just stacked magnets. So let's get a couple of them here. Hang on. And you see how, of course, magnets stick together. Well, to make it work, you want to reverse those, so they're repelling against one another, and kind of like holding together there. And then slide them both over your shaft like that, and keep it there. But you can see that it wants to repel from, of course, magnets. That's what they do. Either they're going to connect or they're going to repel. And you want to put this back on, but you want to try to make that hole line up with your rice pin hole. So let's get that lined up there. Nothing too fancy. And then, like I said, just make sure your hole is lined up. See right there where that pin goes, and just hold it there. Grab your handy dandy tweezers. You're going to just slide it right back into that little hole. And you're going to slide it right back into that little hole. That's why you got to make sure that's lined up, because I moved it on me and it wouldn't let me put it in. But once you get it lined up, and probably should have grabbed a different one. It drops right into spot, and then you replace your thumb screw back onto there. Screw that down. And now we're back into business, and now listen to that. No sound whatsoever, no crunchiness, and it's smooth as butter. So let's throw a battery in this now, and we'll throw an atomizer on and show you how it works. Let's throw this Addy on there. Must have buggered up these screws a little, the threads a little bit. There we go. Alright, so now we're back in business. Listen how smooth that is. And you fire, no matter where you're pressing, it hits like a beast. So for a $2.40 upgrade, you can take your Nemesis and make it hit a lot smoother. And then, like I said, next week I ordered new copper pins for this. We'll do a voltage drop test when I do get the with the copper pins from the pins that are in there. Because, like I said, you look at those pins, they look like aluminum. They're supposed to be either brass or copper, tin plate or whatever. They feel like aluminum. So, like I said, I also ordered the pins for this. So those will be in next week. We'll do a part 2 series onto this here. And then, like I said, we'll do a before and after with the new pins to see what kind of voltage drop we got before and after. So let's take a rip onto this and we'll get out of here. Alright, people. That's going to do it. This thing is a freaking beast now. He's going to be happy, but he's even going to be happier once he gets those new safety pins, the new contact pins in there. So that's going to do it. So until the next time, everybody, keep vaping.